Sound Candy Talk Live News.
Yes, sir. Pardon? I'm sorry. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Good evening. CEO William Malaki and Jacqueline Mwenesi, Commissioner of the Municipal Director Special. As you are aware that this is not actually a major press briefing, but an update on what we have done as Ipoa so far. So we are going to appraise you on the progress of the case of the late Albert Ojwang. As Ipoa, we've already moved and we have done a lot in this case. For example, I'll give you some of the things we've done as Ipoa. Officers have and documented that scene. We collected blood samples from the cells, and that was forwarded to government chemist for analysis. So we also acquired documents from Central Police Station in Nairobi. The documents with the OBs and we also DVR, which we seized from the police. You understand it was vandalized, but we are trying to retrieve the footage. Now the analysis is on the same. We obtained the medical reports from Baghdad Hospital that the police claim they took that person to Baghdad Hospital. We have the relevant documents from the hospital. We've also recorded statements from witnesses and Postmortem, we attended the postmortem, and we have a copy of the report. We shared, I think you know the results of that postmortem, the cause of death of the police. Samples drawn from the deceased body were secured and forwarded to government chemists. These are blood samples, so that we can actually be able to compare the samples that we collected in the cells vis-a-vis the disease, that was the diseased body. Events of the detainees held at the police station. You are aware that we got statement from other detainees in the cell. Taken them through our processes, including psychosocial support, so that I know it was not easy for the family. So, and also they can tell us how Mr. from his home all the way to Nairobi, and that is ongoing. On the arrest, we have officers, and that is the OCS Central Police Station, CI Talam, and the DT officer, the sentry guard, the cell. And we already arranged one person, Mr. Mkwano. So we're processing the rest. We also arrested one civilian. This is a person who was called to come the CCTV. So he's in custody. We are processing this person, and in due course will appear before court. So we'll be making more arrests and update you on our progress. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just because just a minute. We have important for the public to know. Number one is Ojwang died inside the police station central because of he was killed inside the cell. Number two is that system was, and that is why someone was called to come and try to interfere with that CCTV. And finally, the postmortem conducted on 10th of June revealed the cause of death. And multiple bruises all over the body of the deceased. Thank you.
Yes.
Or ordered for his killing.
Okay. Yes.
According to Page 24 TV. Actually, in a case, if I am a complainant, then I report you, then the next day you go missing, especially in this case. First. And on 7th May, the head of Ipoa said that they find it hard to investigate officers, and the Constitution demands very well that if a civil servant is under investigation, they should step aside. And on 11th June, Amin Mohammed said very well that the police officers who were called by the did you hear that? Have you guys gone to court to compel step aside for investigation to be clear?
Thank you. And the last one.
Right, if you can respond this way, it's okay, but if you can do it in English, it's still okay. I'm trying my question the one from my sister. We've seen DCI and Kenya police trying to shift claims against the other. So we are wondering if at all you are also in a position to now instigate or to see how the person who ordered the arrest of the doctor can also be brought into the picture. Because the things that we were previously we had protest and the youth were pushing for the arrest of the person who ordered the direct arrest of
The mic.
Okay, so thank you very much. First, I want to restate that this is an ongoing investigation. We've not completed our investigation. And we are only the status update on the progress of the investigation from the last time we've spoken to you or you have heard from us. So we are not ruling out to say that there are people at the conclusion of the investigations. So, high-ranking officer, shifting blame between who and who, be able to appreciate that investigation of this nature, an investigation you need to take it very, step by step, and also making sure that you are very progressive in your case. So I want to confirm that the people we have spoken to, we know that we have more witnesses to speak to. We may have more chances of probably even arresting more. So I would want you to understand and inform the members of Parliament that we remain seized of these investigations. The investigation is an active, ongoing investigation, it's a live investigation. And therefore, at this point, the question of who should, who we should speak to, who we should not, I think is a matter we are still open to. And we want to appeal to the members of the public out there who may have any information which can be able to help us progress this investigation within the shortest time possible to a conclusion. To come forward and speak to us. If there is anybody with any information which we don't have and which can help investigation to its logical conclusion, available, and we will be informing the public on our progress. So that is what I would wish to say. The question of stepping aside equally is a matter of both administrative and also it's a matter we can probably investigate. For example, as you may be aware, today we presented one of and we were saying that the extension. The reason why we decided to arrest is because we find that as a person. The reason why we have arrested the OCS today equally is because he is a person. Equally the civilian. So therefore, we would not want to define where we will end, but we want to update you. Thank you very much.
Yes, I had a one civilian. Maybe how many? Moment, maybe you can clarify also that, and also the has revealed that it's as if this was planned, that there was Central Police Station. Maybe you can just clarify this. It is part of the court document that I went through today in court.
All right, another one?
The last one.
Yes.
We know Ipoa is an independent institution. It has really worked hard to the extent of arresting 3 people. Maybe, I don't know, in your inquiry or problem. Just a simple question. Who ordered this arrest? Because I think that's what we should be telling. Because if you can be able to do this within a short period of time, I think you should be able maybe to tell us who ordered for the arrest of Albert, because this is what brought us to all these things.
Okay. And Ojwang, your name, please?
I'm Daniel Ogeto for the Daily Nation.
Yes.
Question 1. You have in your possession of these from Central, how many times was he booked in and out?
Thank you.
Question 2. There appears to be a discrepancy on when he was arrested. What have your investigation shown so far? 3. Do you intend to summon the DIG and when? 4. One would be curious to know how the criterion you used to settle on the other detainees whom you interviewed. Will you please clarify on that?
I didn't get the last
The
one.
criteria that you used to pick the other detainees whom you have interviewed.
Okay, the criteria for the detainees.
Yes, thank you.
Very good. So let me speak to the person. As you may appreciate, investigation can be very fluid. What we have today actually depends on the testimony and the evidence we are able to gather minute by minute, day by day. So what we said yesterday is different today, and you can see we have progress on what we have spoken on yesterday, what we're giving you today. So the question of why did you say police officers and so on, it is just the nature of investigation. And therefore we should be able to appreciate as you have followed, as you may be aware, we are all aware and we have been informed by the authorities, particularly from NPS through the IG, that a complaint was made. Subsequently, the complaint was made and investigations were launched. Now, when a complaint is launched, the natural process, of course, the procedure is that what the complaint is launched, what we expect is investigation. Part of that investigation is arrest of suspects. And therefore, from where we stand, we don't have anything to consider that position that a complaint was made and subsequently whether I got all of them, but I would speak to them. How many times he was booked, and how many times he was booked out, and so on. That's what you have said. From the record we have, we are aware that he was booked in alive, okay, and he was purportedly taken to hospital at Mbagadi. And what we learned from Mbagadi, he was actually pronounced dead on arrival. So, those are the two we have. The question of when we are summoned, as I have said, the investigation is a very systematic process. And we go from what we know, we have developed the typical nature of investigation is you develop from what you know to what you don't know. So we are very systematic. So the question of when, I will not be able to tell you because we are actively, and please allow us to go through the sequence of the order in which we are perceiving the evidence and the order in which we have recorded the evidence so far. So that is a decision the investigators will make at an appropriate time. That decision is not made by any of us, it's by the investigators. The criteria which we determine detainees. Again, we are searching for any piece of evidence or any link of information which can be able to announce exactly what happened. In the process of that, we did confirm that there were detainees, not necessarily in this particular case, but in the cells nearby. And that is how we identify through statement taking the detainees we're going to speak to. And we are saying we are open, we are still open, the investigation is live. We are appealing to the members of public to give us more information because there is a lot of information out there and we are listening to all the things. So that is what we want to confirm. And we want to, again, once more again, thank you, particularly our friends from the and the members of the public who have been very, very large that Ipoa is taking this investigation very, very seriously. The board has committed to expedite this investigation, and the required resources have been committed to this investigation. And we want to assure you that we are very committed, but we don't want to hide this investigation in a way of concluding it just because of the pressure out there. You can see from what we have presented to you today and in the subsequent days, the progress and the development. We want to commit that we will keep you posted, we'll keep the members of public informed. And we also want to appeal through your voices that anybody who has any information which can help Ipoa expedite this investigation to a timely conclusion, we want to make that appeal and invite. And that's why we are the family today, together with the family there, we are working very closely with the family and the family there, and together with our own team to make sure that we are able to do justice to the family and unhide what has happened in this death of Ojwang. Thank you very much.
Yes, CEO, just one last point.
I'd just like to ask this, in some it's actually on the day shift, so 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Are you able to comment on what's
Okay, this is a yes or no question. Yes, you will call the name. If no, you will inform the public. Do you know who gave the order?
All right.
The question of is there any effect of the person has given the order for the deceased to be arrested? Is there any effect of him not being detained as the process of
Is there any
Okay.
last question?
So thank you very much. Now, the question is the shift, Mukwana there, and so on and so forth. As you may know, in the typical political, and the shift which was on century, and certainly and while this is still live investigation, from the evidence we have in record, he has something he knows very well in terms of what happened, because at the point when the happened, in terms of the evidence we have so far gathered, and therefore we know that and that is what. Now the question of yes and no, it will be. I would want to. I would want to. I would want to be clear with that, and I've clearly explained. A complaint was made. So a complaint was made. The complaint was made to DCI, the Serious Crime Unit. Investigation ensued. Part of that investigation ended up identifying the suspects, and one of the suspects was the deceased, and he was arrested. Now, in terms of what we know, this is what we know. The effect of course, somebody who has given orders and so on, I think this is very timely. Now, the question of the person who interfered, of course, who was called and what he was saying and so on. And as you said, you guys also get information. We can have that information available, and you are willing to tell us, particularly that is welcome. But we are aware that a civilian was called, and that is the person we have. The person who was saying what? Was called from the police station. So again, what is critical is the milestone we are making. Because if we didn't have this person, and then you are able to question us, and the members of the public will show you that the interested to us. So I think let it be clear that the suspects we have, the OCA Central Police Station is a person of the station, actually the highest ranking officer at the station. And we voted, of course, that office. And the civilian. We are waiting for them. So the investigation continues to grow. So allow us my question is this. Have you been able to identify probably why? Because we were told the same cause they had other people who were arrested alongside Albert. Have you been able to identify why did they settle on Albert specifically in terms of torturing and towards until his death? Maybe probably for several information. Is there any link that is leading to why they settled on him specifically? And the other question is given the nature and the sensitivity of the case, given that a senior officer is involved in it, you as a Ipoa, what guarantee do you have that there will be no interference of the investigation for you to find any things that are directly related to this? And maybe so far, have you encountered any interference in your investigation, especially from the police unit side? Thank you very much.
Which shift was Mufana? Was he on
Why did you?
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much. The question of was arrested along with others. At the point of arrest, what we know is that Albert was arrested himself and was ferried all the way from his village in Homa Bay and brought all the way to Central Police Station. But as part of, we are aware that there have been another suspect detained by this. Now, what we are focusing on is the arrest of Ojwang. So, and from the information we have, and what our focus is the circumstances leading to the death of Albert Ojwang. So therefore, he was arrested and ferried all the way to Central Police Station. Now, a question of what is there, as you know, Ipoa is an independent authority, and in our act, that we are not subject to any authority, and we have sole mandate and authority to make decisions. So, I want to confirm that we have the power, and we have not experienced any interference in this investigation. Actually, we want to acknowledge that for a very rare time that we have actually gotten the best of the cooperation possible from the police in the instance of Albert Ojwang. As you know, for example, we don't have arresting powers as our officers. We are using the police officers to arrest the suspect. Part of those suspects are police officers, and the police are the ones who are actually assisting us cause those things. So there are no interference at this stage, and we don't expect that there will be any interference because this is a matter of great public interest, and I think it is within the interest of all the things to ensure that we get to the bottom of this. So that's what we are doing. Again, the question of we know that at the time when Albert Ojwang was booked in, he was on the shift, but he was relieved there. And this is what we want to say. This is a very evolving situation, and we may call you after this, maybe next week and thereafter, to update you on the program. I would want to leave it there. Thank you very much.
You have not answered my question.
Please repeat the question.
My question is, kindly confirm up to now the order.
And tied to that, it is somebody who is a complainant in a given case becomes is that the police NPS confirmed that like that
Very well. So let me speak to those people once again. And I want to start with the last one. He, the deceased, died in police custody within the jurisdiction of officers we know. We know the officers